Hello everyone, I'm Salad and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time we had our 4th class trial and it was really good. I like that whole chapter. Let's get started and waste no time and continue to see where it is that we're going into next. I don't really have any thoughts. I don't know where we're going from here exactly. All we know is that Nagito is suspicious as always and he's missing. Alright. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. Yep, as is tradition, we're starting things here. You know, the time we meet up here makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels more spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning. I don't know, it's surprising how many there are left.
Stupid fool!
Huh? He's back again?
Oh my.
Huh? Did you hear something? How would he be back again? Or is it like one of the robots that was defending one of the islands?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru! That was Coach Nekomaru's voice!
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
Huh? Kazuichi made that noise with something? What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. That's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. Wait, are they just ignoring the noise that they just heard?
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru was. Yeah, good food. Good food's important. Ah, don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
This took me all night to make it. You made a toy? A Nekomaru toy?
My.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini Maru.
What? Wait, huh? Mini Maru? It took some parts for him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? So you took parts of his dead body and you turned it into a mini him. But is it actually him? I don't know. I guess that's sort of unanswerable questions in some ways. Is the robot himself really him? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable? Okay, I don't know why you decided to do that, but it is. I guess it's kind of cool.
Are you serious?
Okay, I don't think she's happy about it.
Thanks.
Oh no, okay, she is. It's so cute. Thanks. I'll keep it.
Well.
Huh? I never said anything about giving it away. Yeah, he made it. He's just spent a long time on working on this thing. Why are you assuming that he's gonna give it to you?
I'll beat you up.
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa.
Whoa, wait now. That's a bully's logic.
Man.
Well, doesn't matter. It made this to chew you guys up anyway.
Hmm.
And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know? About Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. Well, if this is all just some sort of game simulation thing, then it won't exist when you leave anyway, sorry. Standing here today because of him. So, if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away. How are we gonna fight, exactly? I mean, we've been looking for an exit for a while now and haven't found anything useful. Gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So, I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what do you think of my little pep talk? Interesting that she's saying that she's still like saying something like Gundam, please watch over me. When Gundam was the murderer in the last trial, I guess she doesn't blame him that much for that.
Oh my.
Oh, did you say something? Okay, she's still ignoring Kazuichi. Sorry, Kazuichi, doesn't matter what you do. What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
What kind of speech are you talking about? There wasn't even much of a speech you made. How did it take you all night? And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Minimaru.
Man,
Only half as happy to be thanked by you.
that's right.
Oh, by the way, you can use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points. Oh, it vibrates too?
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course.
I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Is there gonna be a plot point at some point? Somehow? A vibrating Nekomaru doll that speaks? Kenny looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the freaking time.
Well,
Still, I'm a little worried about how he's acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he crossed the line, you know?
hey.
And that's even more reason why we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Why are we talking about him like he's even more what do you mean, what are you going to do if he approaches us? I don't understand this line. Sure, he's always been weird, he's always been dangerous, but why are you suddenly saying now, what are we going to do if he approaches us? He's been around us this whole time. Since now. Akito's sudden change was really weird. It was a sudden change, but I don't know, I don't think it's that as drastic of a difference between his personality before and after the trial, or before and after 4th chapter, as these people are saying it is. Maybe I'm just missing that, but he's always been weird. He's always been crazy. So maybe that's just blinded me to the fact that his changes have been this drastic. But I don't know. They didn't seem that drastic to me. It seems like he's always been weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of? I guess he's been more like offensive and like attacking us than before because of the things that he's learned. He's also been even more aggressive against Hajime.
Now then.
Oh, and he also he used to say like about how he would sacrifice himself, but now he's saying that like we're not even worth him sacrificing himself. Or he's basically, he used to put himself below us. Now he puts himself above us in terms of the way he thinks about people. I guess that's the drastic change. Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. Oh, right. Yeah, he revealed that we're like a reserve student or something. Still don't realize it. Jeez, get it together. It's supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot. Except Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What do you mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I really didn't want to say it, but I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never a part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve corps student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It's interesting that these people don't remember, or do, well actually, let me continue. I don't know if they don't remember the reserve department's existence or not. Means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. That all. Wait, that's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. Okay, good. I'm glad they're not overreacting to this, because it really doesn't mean that much. It's not like, oh, he's suddenly suspicious because he's a reserve department student. I mean, he is. But it's not like a ridiculously huge deal. They don't need to blow it up into a ridiculously huge deal, and I'm glad they're not. Not something I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But shit. Whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I'd finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student. Uh-oh. Is Hajime just beginning to despair?
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
He is right. No matter what, you are our friend. And besides, you may not have a lot of talent, but there's plenty of people here in the primary department that also, I would say, don't have much of a talent. So it's okay. You know, there's a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey,
What? Fear is grateful for the danger? Yeah, the hell? You're saying that all wrong. Okay, I mean, it's a Japanese saying, so it makes sense that I wouldn't understand what it means translated, but... So everyone was here. Did Monobi go to try to defeat another Mono Beast and fail? So is there still one more? I forget how many islands there are for us to check out. Let me check the map again so I can remember. Hold up. So we got the first island, second, third, fourth. And yeah, so there's still the fifth island that we've never been to yet. The fourth island was the one with the theme park. So that means there is one more Mono Beast that she could have tried to have gotten rid of at this point. But it seems like my suspicions were correct. We are not done with the fourth island because there was still a lot of stuff there that we didn't even have anything to do with at all. We went into this whole separate area, which completely changed everything and threw everything onto its head, which I love, by the way. That was really cool that we did that. Completely threw me for a loop. But now it seems like we're probably going to go back to this fourth island. And this trial, I think, might have to do with other islands as well, just because it would make sense to reuse some stuff from other islands too at this point. But I think, so that would imply then that this is going to be a case that has to do mostly with the fourth island, and then the next one is going to have to do with the fifth island, I would guess. Maybe. Alright, that's all I have to say. Continue on, Mono-E, with telling us about how you failed to defeat a Mono Beast. Because that's the only thing that could have actually caused... Oh, it was a close battle. Okay, so never mind. Never mind, maybe we are getting another island.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong things. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is hard to say sometimes. Huh? That's weird. You can't see me?
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. You only now notice that? Ah, you saw me. Yes, that's right. The Mono Beast this time was very strong. You? Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. I guess I'm ashamed of myself. Yeah, nobody cares. So by a close battle, does it mean that she almost won or she barely won? There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. Okay, so she's gonna tell us. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction! It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from the all-you-can-eat restaurant. Huh? Not a reference I get. Don't tell me this again? You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island? I mean, it's true. Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
Who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously, we're gonna go, dumbass. True. Huh?
So,
Assuming we're thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my
Because if we can't
slick
run,
stuff.
we'll fight. I mean, that's a good idea. I'll crush everyone who put us through this crap in one blow.
Hey.
If only we saw Nekomaru for that fight. A fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know. Well, no. You're thinking about... The Ultimate Despair is the one we need to fight against.
What are you saying?
Well, did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey.
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia. You shouldn't like, directly admit that. Don't brag about that.
Settle down.
Settle down. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, and direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. All right, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Start starting to get pumped up.
The Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monami, I'll crush them all at once.
That's...
Even me? Yeah, I don't trust Monami, but I feel like the only one you need to actually destroy there is probably just Monokuma. You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. Yeah, she's been one of the most reliable people here for the longest time. You're right.
Leave it to me.
And I gotta do my best too. We left the restaurant. The expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. Still, every female character has to be suspicious because of Junko Enoshima, including her. Especially since everyone who survived this long, and I don't know. I have nothing else to say except that Junko Enoshima might be among us. You never know. It's always got to be suspicious. They were filled with strong will and determination. Although since this is like a simulation thing, maybe she could be a male character in here too. You never know with Junko Enoshima. She's always good at pretending. Can't trust anything. Armed with that, we began walking towards the last island. But clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. By the way, I should mention, there's like I'm in California right now. There's a heat wave going on. It's very possible that my power could get shut off randomly at any time. So hopefully that doesn't happen while I'm recording, but it could happen. So just a warning that if that happens, that's why things suddenly cut off abruptly. That filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. Try to stay focused on moving forward. Chapter 5. Smile at hope in the name of despair? Smile at hope in the name of despair. In other words, be glad that hope is starting to burst because that just makes the despair even stronger? Is that what you're saying? With the Monami's gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island. Oh, we're not even having ourselves walk there. We're just being teleported there. Also, let me reread some of the last lines. The reserve department. Okay. So he's just getting upset about the reserve department. That's all. And the fact that he doesn't have a ultimate. So yeah, Hajime is just getting all upset and is starting to despair a bit or something about his lack of talent. Not much to say about that right now.
So this is the last island.
It's a weird city with bizarre architecture. Interesting. And like a helicopter A-10 kind of thing. It's because it's got like a minigun on it's got like a gun on the front and the same kind of face that they normally put on A-10s for some reason. But then it's like a helicopter style wings on it with rocket pods. Cool vehicle. I don't know what it will be about. Looks like it's doing a nice job of polluting everything with the industry in the back there. We got some TVs. Some lanterns there. Don't know if those are Chinese or Japanese. I think Chinese. I don't know. Enormous buildings towered everywhere as if the entire island were one gigantic city. Felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future. I don't know. I think even in the future, I don't think people are gonna be building skyscrapers like the one on the left there. That's kind of nonsensical.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Yeah, I suppose so. It looks really cool. Seeing those lanterns makes me suddenly want Chinese food. I'll have to eat in a bit. Alright, so that's back to the central island. Can we go back to the central island immediately? Before I go back, I should look around this island. I need to find out if there are any clues. Suspicious! Why are we not allowed to check out the other islands? I'm always suspicious of that. Why aren't they letting us? Okay, very cool. We got views of Monokuma just being angry. And swirls. Really weird. Okay. Okay, so here's the Chinatown, Vendor Street. Or is that Japanese? Or is it? I don't know what. I don't know the difference. I'm sorry. Actually, I think it's Japanese. Yeah, this is definitely Japanese. Okay. Monitor. Let's switch tabs so we can actually see what to interact with. Really? You're the only one to interact with here? Okay. I was wondering who was lured here by the smell. I expected Akane though, not you. I wasn't lured by the smell or anything.
Anyway.
It's like this street is full of food vendors, but as you can see, there's no customers or staff. Only the food is here. Normally, a street like this would be bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. It'd be creepier if there was somebody here. Like somebody we've never seen before in any other island, just casually sitting here eating ramen, like Monokuma is on the right side there. That would be the creepiest thing of them all, if there actually was someone here. I don't think it's creepy that no one's here. Oh, I can click on this. Oh, yeah, because it's a
No.
hidden Monokuma. I'm definitely not going to end up getting all of these. I thought I was going to, but I just have not ended up doing that. Let's check this monitor. We haven't checked a monitor in a long time. Is he just trying to mock us by appearing on the screen? I don't know about that. Alright. Not much to see here, I guess. That's too bad. I was hoping there'd be some tasty food for us there. Yeah, there's this thing. Factory. Yeah, this thing's weird. Plushie factory. Ooh. I do like me some plushies. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway. Although I definitely wouldn't want a Monokuma plushie.
Hajime.
That would be too creepy. Ah, Hajime, good timing. What's up, Shaki?
See?
Building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. Yeah, it would be. Then do you want to go inside together? Oh, do you not trust Hajime? Surprised you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? Doesn't want to go together with Hajime. Suspicious. Okay, there's also two doors. Goods warehouse and factory. Since we're on the topic of plushies, here, let me show you all the plushies. We've got plushies everywhere here. In case you were confused about whether or not I actually have plushies, I have large quantities of plushies. So yeah, we've got all sorts of plushies here. So let's see if they've got some good plushies in this factory. See if they're fit of a plushie enthusiast. All right, then I'm going inside. And as expected, they're all gonna be Monokuma plushies. Well, that's too bad. There we go. What the heck is this? Were you expecting anything else, honestly? Also, why are they chopping up trees? They're chopping up trees to turn them into plushies? What's being manufactured one after the other and being carried away on the conveyor belt was a bunch of Monokuma. Okay. Yeah, these are not, it's not anything unexpected here. They're all Monokuma plushies. But are they all actually robots? That's the thing. Alright, let's just check over here first, the basket. The Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket, one after the other. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hand. Hey, so these are plushies. Monokuma plushies. Ah, the real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies. Okay, so they're not mechanical. Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies. Life-size plushies? Woohoo! I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I know you can actually buy Monokuma plushies, like, in places, or on Amazon or eBay and stuff like that. I'm gonna be rich! I wouldn't be surprised if they sold pretty well. But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushie. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it either. I prefer cute plushies, not really. I don't even know what you call these creepy plushies. Conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. Yeah, how is a tree made into? Yeah, it's taking what's like tree leaves and bark and turning it directly into a Monokuma head. I guess it's somehow getting a bunch of fibers from it. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this? And how is this gonna be relevant? Something gonna kill somebody by turning them into a plushie? Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more to Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door. Oh, cool. Okay, we'll take a look at that next. What should we do? Honestly, I don't really feel like going.
But still.
But what if there's some kind of important clue? And why didn't she want to go into here with us? She's in here with us now. What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go for just there for just a little while. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Is this to the? No, it's the break room. Okay. Just blankly staring at the machine. Looks like she's taken aback too. Well, that's obvious, I suppose.
Well,
it's not that surprising. Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games. Games?
yep.
Like this one game where you put caps on pens, or another game where you try to guess a person's gender. Huh? Put caps on pens? There's a game where you put caps on pen. I don't know what that game is. Or another game where you try to guess a person's gender? Huh? What kind of games is she talking about? I don't really get it. Is that supposed to be hinting at something? Is that even fun? What? Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I feel like there's some sort of deeper meaning to what she said. Maybe she's hinting that somebody here is a different gender. Looks like the break room is on the other side of this door. Sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone at this factory. What? What are you talking about, Hajime? For housewives to gossip? What? In the factory break room? Wait, can I not go in there? Okay, there's nobody in there. We can't get a look at the break room, so obviously that's gonna become relevant at some point. Alright, well, leave the plushie factory. Let's take a look at the... whatever it was at the right there. The goods warehouse. Yeah, that's what it was. See if they've got different plushies here. Okay, we've got cardboard cutouts. Without thinking, I peeked into the pile of stacks of cardboard boxes. I don't like how many boxes there are in this game. In the like the place next to the hotel, what was it? Where the first murder took place. There's like boxes in the warehouse there. There's boxes in, I don't know, there's boxes of like random things everywhere. The fact that there's like random boxes and stuff means that there could be anything in them and we don't know what they are. There's a bunch of unknowns, basically, that somebody could have gotten a knife from somewhere from one of these boxes, and we was like, oh, where could the knife have come from? It must have came from the dining hall. But no, there was a knife in one of these random boxes in a warehouse. Like, that could be the case, and we wouldn't know because we can't check all of these boxes. We don't actually know what's in them. There could be anything in them, and we'll never realize it if it's relevant. Obviously, this is a game, so the game is going to tell us what's relevant, or specifically not tell us if something's relevant. But I don't know. Still makes me nervous not knowing what's in all these boxes. Rustle. Interesting. We got like the light shadow of a ventilation fan coming from the right side. Very conspicuous. The Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. Okay, so we are getting some information on what's in here. Calendar. Don't think that'll be relevant for anything. Sandbag. I don't know how that'll be used, but maybe. And a guitar. First there was a Monokuma archive in the funhouse. Now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. Yeah, the whole place is dedicated to Monokuma. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing. I don't know, I think candy can still be good without could probably still be good without sugar. Maybe. Possibly. I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure there's sugarless candies that are good. I'm gonna talk even crazier. No, he's talking the same amount of crazy as normal. Also, interesting, like, weird line we've got going on right here. I don't know if that'll show up in the recording, but it's like a random black line there. I didn't want to click on that. It's just the same dialogue. Okay. Whoa, interesting way that we're rotating in this room. Okay, we'll start right to left. All this stacked up stuff. It's a bunch of CDs. Okay, CDs. I thought these were gonna be video games, but they're just music CDs. The jacket says Monokuma's collection of songs and ballads. Is he planning to release an album? Character songs are all the rage these days, but I'm not all that interested in derivative works like that. Never heard of a mascot selling his own character songs. Plus, it looks like he's already produced his 100th song. See, the 100th track is a festive psychopop dance rap that he performs with all his might. I don't even know where to begin. Too many words in that. Starting to sound like a light novel title. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom. Then they'd stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff. His own stores would.
Stupid.
Of course not. You're such a fool. That's why I'll open an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie. I can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail. I don't know about that. Enough already. You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it.
No.
Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs. We're in the 90s. Huh?
Hey.
Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? I don't know what they're referring to. I'm sorry, I'm not that old. Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake.
I won't forgive you.
Because there's no merch of me.
My little sister.
Oh, Monomi, my little sister. Don't you know the Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise?
Hey,
A long time ago, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together?
Shing.
The old guy thought, rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Wow, great story, as always, from Monokuma. What do you expect? Huh? Do you even need the old guys in that story?
In other words.
So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. Pink rabbit is so lame. You don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
You stupid
Definitely rather have a Monokuma plushie than a Monomi plushie. Sorry, Monomi. You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense. I don't even remember how she looked originally, honestly, at this point. Okay, we got some JoJo battle going on here. The usual Monomi beatdown, traditional.
A hopeless way of snapping back.
But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels.
Special bleeding service.
So whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like.
Here.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run. Wait, why do we have to run? Just because they're battling Monomi? Hold on. We're running from having to decorate the room? Is that what we're running for? You're right. What? We're suddenly... Wait, I didn't finish investigating. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. Wait, no, I didn't finish investigating. Let me go back. You better let me go back. It's like you just got tired. Wait, what? Yeah, you're right. What? Huh? It's like you just got tired? Huh? Let me go back in. I refuse to leave yet. And so she's back in? What? Okay, so apparently, okay, I last checked on this, right? Is that what I last looked at? I don't remember. Let me just confirm. Okay. Now what do you have to say? Dots. It's like I can tell from just from the ambience, there are no important clues here. Well, at least we confirmed that. No important clues yet. Sure there will be. This is very conspicuous, this thing right here. Sure that'll be used to transport something. Tons of books. A bunch of books stacked up high. What in the world are these? Monokuma's poetry collection? How stupid, who the hell is gonna read this crap?
Hey.
There's another book here too, let's see. Monokuma's Most Precious Moments.
See?
That's the actual title of this book, but it's a collection. It's a collect of nude photos, not a collection. A collect of Monokuma. He's always nude. Monokuma's already naked.
Yep.
I know. Okay. Jockey's weird sometimes. Also, no, don't leave yet. I think I didn't check these boxes. Hold up. There are a bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. There are various goods inside them. There are even household appliances and musical instruments. They're probably used for packaging goods before they're shipped. Looks like they're waiting to be shipped, but I don't these are ever going to leave the island. Yeah, I don't these either. Okay, let's get out of this spelling error of a room. Or a grammar error. Not spelling. And let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to see here. Oh, wait, I didn't want to. Oops. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. Okay, good. Okay, that was an interesting island. Sorry, no plushies there that I actually want to buy. I got a lot of adorable plushies here already. That's a nice tank. Jabberwock Army military base. Let's take a look at this. This is cool. Tanks and airplanes are always cool. Okay, so they're helicopters. So they're not, it's not like it's not an airplane in any way. It is a helicopter. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Also, that's way too big. That's a gigantic tank. Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. Now the question is, will any of this be used to kill anybody? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe for transportation or something, but well, I don't know. Maybe somebody will run something over with a tank to get rid of evidence somehow. All right, left to right. Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. What? You don't know how to drive, Hajime? You should at least have played some video games and understand the basics, right? Besides, it's not like I'm gonna save this island by driving off of it. I guess. It is an island after all. But I don't think not knowing how to drive is an issue in this kind of situation. Military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms. And there's a ton of them. Okay, so we do have actual handheld weaponry here. A lot of different weapons like guns and anti-tank rockets carelessly stacked in here. Really alright to handle these carelessly? Okay, so yeah, we've definitely got some weapons here. This appears to be a military base. That's so. Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive. These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the future Foundation. No. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons. That's because you haven't played enough video games, Hajime. This is why playing video games is important. You never know when you might be stuck in a murder-death-killing game and have to murder-death-kill people with military weaponry. You never know. This is why you need to do that kind of stuff. You need to know where the safety is, and you need to know how to load different types of weapons. You need to know all that kinds of stuff. You need to know how to pilot tanks. Could come in handy. Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank. No problemo. Yeah, exactly. That's completely normal, Hajime. What's wrong with you? Why don't you know how to pilot a tank? Something wrong with you. No problemo. Of course. A course in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. I think they actually mean the video game. That's probably what she actually means here. She probably doesn't mean that they actually studied modern warfare. She probably means that they played the video game. Obsession with anime and now this? This country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them.
I am concerned.
If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. True. What are you trying to say there? You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us.
Please wait.
No, that is wrong. Huh?
Um,
Well, I've discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. Oh? You already went into the tank operator seat? That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan document? So the Future Foundation did create a real island called Jabberwock Island and put military equipment on it, as well as a duplicate of Hopespeak Academy, or maybe that's just for this version. And they use it as a staging ground, maybe to create a spark of hope that would be able to fight back against the despair that's in the rest of the world. Is that the idea? Is that the idea? Is this supposed to be some kind of oasis of hope in the midst of despair? And they need weaponry to protect themselves? Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What's this? I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much that we can trust it. Do you think it could be a useful clue? That's also true. Anything here could be manufactured by Monokuma to mislead us. Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So, what does it say? Beyond what is written here, I do not know much.
Well?
But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. Redevelopment, okay. Not, well, you say redevelopment, it says development there. There's a big difference between development and redevelopment. What is that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. Central headquarters for the Future Foundation? Yeah, that's what I said. I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? Because it was the only place untouched by the ultimate despair, maybe? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt. The island was uninhabited for a long time. Yeah, that's why. They took it over. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Yeah, the incident. The outbreak of the ultimate despair. Wait, hold on. That place was uninhabited for a long time. If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. Unaffected by the incident. Is that something she read in the document, or is that something she added in herself? Is she actually Junko Enoshima, and she says that it was unaffected by the incident? Do they know what the incident is? What's going on here? I don't know. It's hard to know who knows what and what they know and all this other stuff. So maybe it's normal that she says unaffected by the incident. Maybe it was written in the document too. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? Okay, so it is something that she read in the document. I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean.
Well?
However, there is one more thing that has caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written here that the central island houses a large administrative building. Yeah, except there wasn't one. True. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right? Yeah, I remember this. I remember them saying that.
However...
But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters. Could it be that same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters. Or so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell is going on?
Perhaps.
We were so distracted by all the horrible situations that kept happening one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island. But what is really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, no reason behind it. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of copy of the real Jabberwock Island. That's what this is. Some sort of, I don't know. Definitely some sort of simulation of the real Jabberwock Island is what it has to be. This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Well, I don't know. We should probably try turning it on and finding out. What's that symbol on the side? Hold up. That's the Hope Speak Academy symbol, right? Yeah, it is. I think so. Man, this place is boring. I probably should go for the food. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here.
You.
Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all.
Obviously.
A real man fights with his fists. That goes for women too.
All right.
You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. Sounds good, but there's no way you're gonna be able to win. No thanks. Boob pillows. All right, helicopter. This helicopter. What? Oh, it's the same one as then. Is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute Teru Teru? That was a long time ago. Wow. This helicopter. Don't screw with me. Bam. Ow. What did you do? Hajime, what happened? It's nothing. I'm fine. Couldn't help punching it, but just ended up hurting my fist. Yeah, it wasn't very smart, Hajime. Damn it. So weak. Yeah, you're weak and you have no ultimate. It is indeed a saddening existence. Take a look at the security camera. It's been a while. Wherever we go, we're constantly monitored. Someone's watching us suffer and enjoying it. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, right. I forget. I'm ignoring that. Sorry, Pat. I really don't care about you right now. I really should go and buy more stuff for next free time, but I don't think we can leave right now. Seeking Industries. Okay. Seeking. What's Seeking? Ah, they make the robots. It's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. You've said that before many times. Seeking Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric insulation and all other machine parts. Okay. Electric insulation? They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees. They're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. Okay, how do you know that? We haven't even been to the 5th island yet. This place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized... Oh, no, this is the 5th island. What am I saying? For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. How did you know there was 100 employees? What are you talking about, Hajime? Guess so. I only read about them in the pamphlet next to the reception desk. Okay, there you go. That's how he knows. Besides, the size of a company isn't the issue here.
What's going on?
This company obviously doesn't make machine parts. So, just what the heck are they making here? The robots, clearly. You can see one of them there. Just right. It's like they're making something more dangerous. Seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. That goes without saying, Hajime. We're thoroughly investigating every place. What are you even talking about? Alright, let's take a look at this. This machine is making another machine? Well, that's nothing unusual. The finished product looks like it's modeled. The finished product looks like it's modeled after a 4-legged animal. Yep.
Hey, hey!
That animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Hold on a second. Do we have an image of the central island here at all? Because wasn't there something missing? I remember when I was looking at the centerpiece on Jabberwock Island, Central Island, there was something unusual about it. Something unusual about like either the number of animals or like one of them was also a human. Like there's like a human riding something, and there was a bird and the lion, right? But I felt like there was something missing when I looked at it. Maybe there was a snake and a lion and a bird and something and a person. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been there. I need to go there and I need to take a look at it and try to remember if there's anything suspicious about it. And like, is this robot supposed to be for? Is this robot like the missing element? Are you talking about the mono beasts?
Maybe.
Any chance that those mono beasts were created here? It seems pretty clear that they were. The mono beasts were created here?
Fine,
See,
fine.
This is something that doesn't make sense. Why go through the trouble of like having a factory to create plushies and a factory to create mono beasts if this is actually a game simulation kind of thing, copy of Jabberwock Island? The fact that all this stuff exists implies that it is the real world somehow, which is weird. So did Monokuma just change this simulation to be this way just for fun? Or is this actually the real world?
Hey, hey!
No matter how much you insist if it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? Wait. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist. So, to put it another way, if a place like this does exist, then people won't be convinced that it is a game? Is that what you're trying to say? No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist. So he's like using a bunch of negations here, a bunch of weird like phrases of logic to try to confuse what he's saying here. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this does not exist. No, if this place doesn't exist, and people were to insist that this is a game, it would be easy to say that, because this place is strange to exist in a game. The thing that he's saying doesn't make a lot of sense here. Because if I were to insist that this is a game, and this place here did not exist, that would make sense. But the fact that this place exists makes it strange that I would insist that this is a game. Because why would there need to be a factory to create the Mono Beast if this is a game? They could just be spawned in. They could just be programmed into existence. So his the statement doesn't make sense.
Bye-bye!
That's why he's just fine.
There's something wrong
It's
with you.
so hard to understand what the heck Monokuma is talking about sometimes. What the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. I agree, Kazuichi. Even when I tried to break it down, it didn't make any kind of sense. Doesn't matter who's convinced, because they'll never be convinced.
What's going on?
I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah. I don't know either. Alright, what's this one about? Did we get human? What? The automated machine looks like it's making something. Can Monokuma have an avatar of a person here that's actually a robot secretly? Is this a mannequin?
Maybe.
Is Sonia a mannequin? Is Sonia actually a robot controlled by Monokuma? There's too many possibilities. I don't know. It's possible, right?
You serious?
Seriously? How can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? Oh no, what, do you want a robot waifu? I mean, that makes sense, but do you think Nekomaru was made here?
That was close.
It's similar to our humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe.
Hey!
But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This is obviously beyond what the pamphlet has said. I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation too? I don't know. Let's grab this real quick, not that it matters.
Are you serious?
I wonder if you get something different as like a different ending if you grab all the Monokuma parts. You might. Wait, I should look around here more. Oh, I need to talk to Kazuichi directly. ... Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you're just you just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously, what else am I gonna do except laugh? I mean, he's just so childish. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Oh no, is this another Monokuma story that's gonna be like a basis for a murder somehow? Delusional story. So what was what was written in the email anyway? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. Uh-oh, this is a real story then. These riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously? Not realistic at all.
Yeah.
So these riots keep growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society. Till eventually, it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Yep, this is stuff we already knew. Footage of the riots start getting circulated. Strange incidents start occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world. The end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? Sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title.
Hey.
High school band? Whoever wrote this needs to come up with better story ideas. Because this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. That's one of the reasons why it's really hard to predict the Danganronpa story and hard to like wrap your head around it sometimes, because it is nonsensical. It is not something that would realistically happen. It's very unrealistic, very bizarre. But that's one of the good things about it, is that because it's so bizarre and because it's so unrealistic, you can't really truly predict where it's going to go, because it could just go in some random direction that nobody could have anticipated. And that's actually a fun thing about it, is that no matter how smart you are, sometimes you just won't figure it out because it's not a sensical kind of plotline. And yet it does have some like elements to it that you can figure out, and the mix of the two is what makes it fun. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Hey, about that, are you sure it's okay to say that it's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but
Of course not.
there's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. Now that's a reference I do get, Death Note. Finally a reference that I actually get. You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so Maybe I'm getting a little confused. The world ending? No way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be the Sea King's Industries, but it's not anymore.
I see.
After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason? Let me reread that. Let me reread his supposed explanation. After it became uninhabited, Monokuma took it over and modified it. So the fact that he's bringing this up means that it's wrong. That's just how it works, right? The fact that he brought up this is the explanation means that this explanation is wrong. So what can we learn from the fact that this explanation is clearly wrong? Well, we can learn that Monokuma did not come here and take over this island and modify it. That's what we can learn. So, he did not come over here and take over and modify it. That means that the Future Foundation maybe did it. So maybe the Future Foundation came here and modified it and made it to suit their needs. That seems to be what everything is suggesting right now. And then Monokuma comes in. That's the part that we still don't know. Where does Monokuma come into this? Is he a virus that infects the system, that infects the simulation, that's a copy of the island? That's the current theory.
That's right.
It's not so weird. The whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why?
This is bad.
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff? That's a decent theory. That's how it would be. Putting us in some sort of battle royale. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption.
I mean,
that's true that our fates are in the hands of those rich, perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. Yeah, it is unsettling. Alrighty, last island.
yo.
Hey Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up, Fuyiko?
Well,
I was thinking you're probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right, I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now.
damn right.
Did you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? No, we did not explore the break room. Because it's a thing that we apparently can't look at. Yeah, I don't mind. I think it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. Well, there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there. Good idea, Fuyiko. I agree. I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. So letting me know if Fuyiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that. Huh. Well, that was not really the time to be impressed by something like that. Yeah, Fuyiko really has changed quite a lot. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with the food stands. Alright, and with that, I'm going to go eat food myself. So I will see you guys back at the, I'll go to the food stalls, and then I'll see you guys back when I'm finished eating.